أبدأ. Hello. Okay. About session 5 of book 4. Session 5 is addressing societal and environmental concerns in marketing. Societal and environmental concerns. This is the last session in book 4. Okay? Although marketeers are responsible for making profits and they should pursue the organizational goals, still they should keep in their minds that they have to keep the social responsibility and environmental responsibility of their marketing practices. Okay? What are the aims of session 5? The aims are to define the societal marketing concept and outline how it is used to address common social and ethical concerns with marketing practice. You need to define what we mean by societal marketing concept. What do you mean by this? Okay? You need to define it. Okay? And to outline how it is used to address common social and ethical concerns. To introduce the notion of green marketing. What do you mean by green marketing? Okay? And finally, to explore the extent to which green marketing practice addresses environmental concerns with marketing. Okay? 3 main aims. All right. Let's start. Okay. The societal marketing concept. It is an extension of the marketing orientation. You remember the marketing orientation? You remember the marketing orientation? Okay, the societal marketing is an extension of the marketing orientation concept. How is this? Okay. A business should work out what the needs, wants, and the expectations of its target consumers and markets are. Okay, you remember marketing orientation, we need to find out, not to assume what consumers need and want, but we need to find out, right? And then try to offer them what they really need and want. Okay? This is about the marketing orientation. I'm sorry?
Market research.
Through marketing research, through different tools. You are right. So this is the marketing orientation. How is the societal marketing an extension of this marketing orientation? In societal marketing, still, the business should work out what the needs, wants, and expectations of its target customers and markets are. Still, you need to do that. In addition to this, the business should then satisfy these needs, wants, and expectations better and more efficiently than competing businesses, okay? In a way that maintains or improves the consumers and society's well-being. And here is the difference between the marketing orientation and the societal marketing concept. What is the difference then? Marketing orientation, try to find out customers' needs and wants and satisfy these needs and wants better than the competing or the competitors, okay? All right, no problem. Find out, do not assume. Okay, societal marketing is the same. However, the difference is that while you are doing this, you should do this in a way that maintains or improves the consumers and society's well-being. Okay, which means that you should be able to understand a very important point. Sometimes what satisfies customers in the short term is not good for them in the long term. What satisfies you in the short term, today and in the short term, is not good for your health, for example, in the long term. Like fast food, for example. Okay, you enjoy it, okay, and in the short term, but is it healthy? It's not. So marketeers, the societal marketing concept is about this. Although the fast food will satisfy your needs and wants, but it is not maintaining your well-being as a consumer. Okay? Another example, having transportation, having cars and all these things. People enjoy having their own cars, right? So in the short term, this satisfies your needs and wants, all right, as a customer. But do you think that in the long term, this is good for the well-being of the society? Think about pollution, of having a lot of cars, Okay? So here is the difference between the marketing orientation and the societal marketing concept. The societal marketing concept, in this concept, we satisfy customers' needs and wants. We try to find out what they really need and want and satisfy their needs and wants, provided that you maintain and improve the consumers' and society's well-being. Okay? You know the difference now between them? Easy? Or should I repeat it again? Repeat it again? Okay, again. Now, do you know what we mean by marketing orientation? Okay, what do we mean by marketing orientation? What do we do in marketing orientation?
We look for the customer want and expectation.
Yes, we try to find out what customers need, want, and require, right? And to satisfy these needs, we do not assume like in other business orientations, if you remember, okay? All right, the societal marketing concept is an extension of this orientation. In terms of what? We find out customers' needs and wants. We satisfy these needs and wants better than competitors. This is what we try to do, okay? But we keep in our mind that we should do this in a way that will maintain the well-being of the consumer and the society. Okay, this means that there is a difference between satisfying customers in the short term and maintaining what is good for them in the long term. Sometimes what satisfies you in the short term is unhealthy, is not for your well-being in the long term, okay? Like the fast food, as we said. Okay? In societal marketing, then, you should not market such products. You should keep in your mind how to maintain the welfare of the consumer and the society. So how to do that? This is a challenge. But this is what we mean by societal marketing, okay? We try to satisfy you and everything, keeping in our minds your well-being and the society's well-being in the long term. Okay? Now you got it? Okay, very good. All right. Here, why do we need a societal marketing concept? This is what we said now. According to Kotler, a pure marketing orientation may overlook the fact that what consumers want in the short term is not the same as what is good for them in the long term. This is what we said now. Okay? All right. There is also a conflict between what individual consumers desire and what is good either for society or for the environment. Like the example we got about, we gave about the transportation and having a large number of cars for every individual in the society. This will make you happy and satisfied, but in the long term, this will hurt and pollute the environment, right? So for this reason, we need what is called the societal marketing concept. Okay? All right. Businesses should think of the product they offer in two dimensions. When we offer a product, then in the light of the societal marketing concept, when you offer a product, think of this product into two dimensions. What are these dimensions? The first dimension is the immediate satisfaction they provided to consumers. Does this product provide immediate satisfaction to the consumer? This is the first dimension. Okay? Of course, we would like the product to provide the consumer with immediate satisfaction. The second dimension is the long-term consumer welfare they provided. The long-term consumer welfare. Okay. Is it good for the consumer well-being in the long term or not? These are the two dimensions we should think of as businesses when we offer new products. Okay? And here, look at this matrix. Here we have the immediate satisfaction horizontally, and here we have the long run or the long-term consumer welfare vertically. Okay? When the product provides the customer with low level of immediate satisfaction and high level of long run welfare, the product is called salutary product. Salutary product. If the level of immediate satisfaction is high and the level of long-term consumer welfare is high as well, the product is a desirable product. Okay? When the immediate satisfaction is low and the long-run consumer welfare is low as well, this is a deficient product. Okay? When the immediate satisfaction is high and the long-run consumer welfare is low, this is a pleasing product. What is the difference? Okay. Okay, but you understand this classification in terms of the two dimensions? Okay, very good. So the salutary products, they pose no moral problem. Salutary products, low immediate satisfaction, high long-run consumer welfare. Low immediate satisfaction, but high long-run consumer welfare. They pose no moral problem, but may be difficult to market if consumers derive no immediate satisfaction from them. If there is no immediate satisfaction from the product, okay, it might be very difficult to market them, okay? Can you give me an example of this salutary product? Do you have an example? Something that does not provide consumers with immediate satisfaction, but in the long run or in the long term will provide you with the immediate satisfaction? Think of something. Okay. Medicine. When you taste it sometimes, yeah, you don't like its taste, right? But in the long term, in the long term you need it, so it's good for you, right? This is a type of a salutary product. Medicine. Okay? All right. Okay, desirable products, high immediate satisfaction, high long-run consumer welfare. High and high, desirable. This is wonderful. High immediate satisfaction and high level of consumer welfare in the long run. Such as what? For example, I'm sorry?
Good kind of food.
Excellent. Healthy meal and tasty meal at the same time. It's tasty and healthy. Okay? So the immediate satisfaction because it is tasty, and in the long run welfare of the consumer because it's healthy. Okay? All right, this is a desirable product. All right, what about the deficient product? Low level of immediate satisfaction, low level of long run consumer welfare. Very bad product. What is it? Untasty junk food. Like it's a junk food, which means that it's unhealthy and you don't like its taste. Okay. At the same time, if you have this meal, hope that you will be lucky enough not to have such a meal. So it's unhealthy and you don't like its taste. So it's low immediate satisfaction, and in the long term, yes, it low welfare, consumer welfare in the long term. Okay, the pleasing products, high immediate satisfaction, low long-run consumer welfare. Pleasing like what? Something that provides you with immediate satisfaction, but in the long term?
Clothes?
I'm sorry?
Clothes? No.
Like fast food, tasty fast food, okay. Right? Immediate satisfaction is high, but in the long term, it's unhealthy for you as a consumer. Cigarettes for smokers, happy at the time being, but it hurts their health in the future, right? These are the pleasing products. Okay, desirable products, they are desirable for the individual consumer. When we talk about desirable, high, okay? They are desirable for the individual consumer, desirable from a long-term societal perspective, and desirable for the business, which should be able to sell these well and with a good conscience. These are desirable products, high. So they have a market, okay? They have a market. Okay, deficient products are low in both immediate consumer satisfaction and long-run consumer welfare, in both, okay? They will not be successful for businesses as there will be no market for them. These are the deficient products, okay? For pleasing products are high in immediate satisfaction and low in long-run consumer welfare, thus businesses should not market them, like cigarettes, tobacco, and all these things. Alcoholic beverages. high immediate satisfaction, but in the long term, very unhealthy for people. They hurt them, right? Taking into consideration the societal marketing concept, you should not, as a marketer, market such products, okay? Do not do that. All right? Clear? Okay. The criticism of the societal marketing concept. Although societal marketing concept, in theory, it has a very good aim, okay? But still, it is criticized. Why? First of all, it hasn't made much difference in practice. It hasn't made much difference in practice. Some alcoholic and tobacco companies owners are not convinced with the whole issue, and they do not want to follow this. Some of them were not even aware of this, of the societal marketing concept. So it is argued that the concept did not make changes in practice, okay? This is one thing. It was not a good basis, the concept, the societal marketing concept, was not a good basis on which one might make marketing practice and theory more socially responsible. They mean that, okay, it's not a good basis to make marketing more socially responsible. Why? Why? Because of these reasons. The reasons for this are, there was not enough explicit moral responsibility in the societal marketing concept. There is no clear moral responsibility. It's not clear, you know, explicit, something that's stated and defined. What is the moral responsibility? Okay, so that people or businesses can follow, not explicitly defined. This is one thing. It was difficult to establish who should define what the interests of the consumer and the wider society were. Okay, who should take the responsibility of defining the interests of the consumer and the wider society? We say that we need to care about the welfare of the consumer, the well-being of the consumer and the society. Who should identify and define such interests or well-being? Okay, it's not clear in the concept. Who should define them? The business, the government, the market, the pressure groups. Who should identify these interests, you know? Okay? What you think is good from your own point of view as a business might not be good from the point of view of the government or some of the pressure groups, right? Right? Okay. There was too much emphasis on good or bad products. Okay? Some products are good, some products are bad, okay? With not enough consideration of how and by whom these products were being used. So the concept focused on some products, saying that this is good, this is bad, but the concept did not identify by whom these products are used, okay? Which means you can say that this is good in general or this is bad in general, okay? This generalization, okay? Sometimes, of course, in general, one of the products is bad, like cigarettes, like alcoholic beverage and all these things. But at the end, you need to know by whom these products are used when you classify them as good or bad, and when you ask the businesses to be socially responsible when they market such products, okay? These are the two criticism directed or argued or proposed about the societal marketing concept. Do you have any questions about this? Any questions about the societal marketing concept? No? Okay. Here are some practices to make marketing more socially responsible. Some practices to make marketing more socially responsible. Two main practices, okay, were mentioned. One of them is the cause-related marketing campaigns. The cause-related marketing campaigns. What does this mean? Okay, consumers, this is when consumers make purchase, then as a result, the company makes a donation to the cause. What do we mean by this? Now, you as a consumer, the company says that 10% of our sales will be directed to, for example, for increasing the budget of learning in society, for orphanage, for some charities, okay? So this will encourage you as a consumer to go and buy the product, okay? Because you know that 10% of the sales will be directed for some environmental or social practices or whatever, okay? Like, you know, last Ramadan, Pepsi was in advertisements, they said that, okay, we'll support the budget of education, or the budget of sports, you remember that? Okay, and a percentage of our sales will be directed to whatever you decide on as consumers. So people, when they purchase Pepsi in Ramadan, they know that a percentage of what they pay will be directed to something socially useful for the society, for the community, and for people, okay? So this is what we mean by cause-related marketing campaigns. The other one is advocacy marketing. Here the company promotes a social cause such as healthy eating. While they are advertising their own products, they send the messages about some social aspects, how to be more socially responsible, about the importance of eating healthy food, okay, about the importance of participating in community development programs, for example, and so on. So when some marketers try to be more socially responsible through having such campaigns or such type of advertising, okay? How consumers perceive these? Some consumers do not believe that a percentage will be really directed to help the society or to some charities or whatever. So sometimes they do not trust the companies. You do not trust them. For this reason, it's argued that even these practices might not be very practical or useful because not all people will trust the companies or the businesses. Okay, but still, marketers try to follow these practices to be more socially responsible. Okay, so two main practices: cause-related marketing campaigns and advocacy marketing. Okay, all right, all right. Here we have what's called the green marketing. Green marketing. Okay. When we talk about green marketing, we need to know how negatively businesses and marketing affect our environment. Okay, marketing, okay, businesses in general, as we studied, if you remember, we studied before in this book that different practices of different organizations negatively affect the environment, okay? And some practices conducted by marketers lead people to be more materialistic and to exploit the natural resources in the environment, if you remember, okay? So here we have some examples of environmental problems caused by businesses. What are these problems? Inadequate solid waste disposal capacity, air pollution, okay? Declining fish populations, topsoil erosion, ozone depletion, okay? Marine and freshwater pollution, toxic waste accumulation, species extinction and reduction of biodiversity, wetlands destruction, and the climate modifications. All these problems are caused by businesses, okay? All right, these are examples of how can businesses hurt the environment, okay? And marketing as a business function and as one of the functions that attract people to consume more and more, okay, is involved within this, all right? So here, marketing practice has been criticized for promoting excessive consumption and materialism and thus over-exploitation of natural resources for the production and use of consumer products. Marketing was part of all these problems. Why? Because marketers usually create desires, wants, and all these things, so they encourage consumers to consume and to be more materialistic, okay? All right. For this reason, we need to have the green marketing. We need to have what's called the green marketing. Okay. Green marketing has been proposed as a solution to the environmental issues connected with marketing. Green marketing is a solution, one of the solutions proposed to handle these problems. Okay, so there is a rising consumer awareness of and concern about environmental issues. This is one of the points. Now, consumers are aware of the environmental issues, okay? For this reason, the green marketing was one of the proposed solutions because of this awareness. Consumers demand more environmentally responsible products and production processes. As a consumer, you don't want to live in a polluted environment, okay? You feel you want to live in a healthy environment, in a healthy community, right? For this reason, you as a consumer ask for more environmentally responsible products and production processes, okay? Marketers should aim for more sustainable marketing practices. Accordingly, they should aim for more sustainable practices, okay? So now you know why the green marketing was proposed as a solution for the marketing problems, okay? All right, and here we have driving forces for sustainable marketing practice. What are the forces that drive marketers to think of the sustainable marketing practices? How many forces do we have? 7 forces. The first one is the public opinion and the changing societal values. Now everybody is asking for healthy environment, for clean environment, for green marketing. So we have a change in the societal values. This is one of the forces that drive marketers to adopt the more sustainable marketing practices, okay? Green consumer demand and the opportunities of a growing market for environmentally friendly goods and technologies. Now, there is a trend towards green environment, green marketing. There is a trend. So there is an opportunity for different businesses, for producing healthy products, for using a green technology or clean technology that will not pollute the environment, okay? This is demanded by public, demanded by people, okay? Internal and competitive pressures. Internal pressures and competitive pressures. If you did not do this, competitors will do it. Okay? Answer me, okay?
Yes, okay.
You are sleeping. Although you took a long break. Okay. Legislation. Nowadays, we have legislation enacted by different governments in different countries to follow the green marketing, not to pollute the environment, not to be more socially responsible, okay? Green investment funds. Some funds are there that will finance your business if you follow the green marketing, okay? All these are forces, huh? Interest from media and the pressure groups. You know about pressure groups. We studied them in where? That was not long time ago, by the way. Pressure groups, where were they? No studying. The final exam is after 10 days, by the way. This is a gentle reminder. Okay, the pressure groups. We studied pressure groups in the environmental factors when we studied STEEP model in session 2 of book 1. Now you said yes. So more interest, more interest from media, more interest from pressure groups. So businesses and marketers try to follow this. This is another force. Okay, the cost to business from environmental disasters. When we cause an environmental disaster, this is a big cost, huge cost for the business. How to get more natural resources to produce? How to do that, you know? So all these are forces that drive businesses to adopt the concept of green marketing and to adopt the sustainable marketing practices. Okay? All right. Questions?
Done?
You're done. Do you have any questions? So happy. Okay. Any questions so far in this session? Now we are done with book 4. Congratulations. Okay, so in this session, we covered the concept of societal marketing, okay? We differentiated between it and the marketing orientation, right? We covered the 2 dimensions that any business should think of when they offer new products, which is the immediate satisfaction and the long-run consumer welfare, right? And accordingly, we had 4 types of products, which are pleasing, deficient, desirable, and salutary, and you know the difference now, okay? We know we covered green marketing and the problems, examples of some problems caused by the irresponsible actions or practices of businesses and marketing. So we covered some examples of environmental problems, and we covered the forces driving marketers to adopt more sustainable marketing practices, okay? We covered as well 2 types of practices that are tried by marketers to achieve or to be more socially responsible in their practices, which are cause-related campaigns and advocacy marketing. Any questions so far? Okay, very good. Would you like to start in book 5 today? Okay, all right. So thank you very much and see you next time, inshallah. Okay, thank you.